On February 1st, 1960, 4 college freshmen sparked a movement by taking seats at a white-only lunch counter in Greensboro, North Carolina, igniting a wave of nonviolent action across lunch counters all over the South. Jane Monreal shares how the incident sparked a larger movement in the fight for civil rights.
These seats, now preserved in time, once represented segregation in America. 65 years ago, on February 1st, 1960, 4 North Carolina A&T freshmen sat down at this counter and stood up to injustice.
Praise the Lord, I'm free, no longer bound.
On a cloudy morning, voices rise at North Carolina A&T State University. The song of struggle and hope at the February 1 monument, remembering the pioneers of the civil rights movement.
It shaped my life in a way that I have no way to run from it.
Yep, right here.
Franklin McCain Jr. says his father would have been proud of the legacy he left behind.
My father was a very brilliant man, very strategic in his thinking, and my father was purposeful in everything that he did.
The simple act of 4 young men sitting at a lunch counter grew into hundreds, then thousands of supporters joining their cause of nonviolent protest. Within months, lunch counters across the South began to integrate.
And he talked about how he really wanted our lives to be better than what his was. And he wanted us to have every opportunity. He wanted people, all kids of color, to be able to have an opportunity to be able to get a good education, to be able to have a great job, and be able to buy a home and be able to take care of themselves.
People know about Greensboro because of this place right here and the actions that took place.
More than a museum, the Woolworths building in downtown Greensboro, where the A&T 4 sat at the lunch counter, now designated as a National Historical Landmark.
To have General McNeil to walk back into this building that is now recognized at the highest level for the work that they did as college students, young college students, it's one of the most powerful things that I could imagine.
Because of his father's courage, Franklin McCain Jr. says he had opportunities beyond his father's imagination and wants to see it passed on for generations to come.
I mean, it is ingrained in me to do what I can for my fellow man, to be helpful, to speak up when you see an injustice, you know, to sit down, stand up, shout from the mountaintop, whatever it takes. I have a responsibility to be a voice for the voiceless. And so I live by that creed.